Well, hey, neighbor, it's me, Angie. Come on in. This is our live neighborhood chat. Yeah, I didn't put up a. I thank y'all for coming and visiting me today. I'm glad y'all were here. First of all, and I'm going to have to tell you all that I love you and there's nothing you can do about it. And I will have my neighborhood. Hey, 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 everyone. Welcome in. Welcome in. I had originally set my live for 11 a.m., but I forgot I had a haircut appointment. And no, I didn't do anything after she cut my hair. And I don't know if y'all know this or not, but I naturally have curly hair. And I mostly straighten it. And a lot of people on YouTube or that don't know me very well, they see me a lot with straight hair and they think my hair is just really, really straight. But actually it's wavy. It used to be a lot curlier than this, but it has a lot of curl to it. But anyway, today's hump day, Wednesday. How's everybody doing? It is hot here in Mississippi, can I tell you? Hot, hot, hot. As a matter of fact, let me see what the degrees are. What is the degree today? 92. It's 92 and it feels like 107. 92 and feel like 107. So it's hot. I mean, we're under a heat advisory. Let me see if we're gonna. Tomorrow we have a 50% chance of rain. Friday we have 70. Saturday we have 70. When's the temp gonna go down? Looks like it's not gonna go down till Friday. It's gonna be 88. But with our humidity, it'll be hot. Hey Matthew, if you're still here, how are you? Welcome in. I'm gonna wait and see if anybody comes in. I don't know if they will or not. There she is. There's my twin Claudette. I had to come a little late, Claudette, because I was getting my hair cut. I didn't really do anything to it. She hadn't been long gone. She comes to my hair and comes to my house and cuts mine and James's hair. So I really didn't do anything to it after she left. Just made sure that it was dry. So how are you today? I don't know how many people will come in. I've been trying to figure out a good time to go live. Actually, I think the best time for me to go live is at night. But we'll see if anybody comes in. If they don't, then I won't stay on here very long. There is Teresa. Teresa, how did I miss y'all's auction this morning? I don't know, except I had a haircut appointment. Which, like I was saying, a lot of people don't realize that my hair has a lot of curl in it, and I usually straighten it, but I didn't. I just left it the way it was when she cut it, and just made sure that it was dry. How are you today, Teresa? Uh, the lady that has a beautiful voice. Not, but I have to joke with Teresa about her voice. I'm pretty sure she has a beautiful voice, but on YouTube she pretends that she can't sing, and I know she probably can sing. Oh, I can't do night after, mainly because my knees and legs can't sit at the office chair day and night. Oh, I get it. I'm not going to go nights. But when I was in the hospital, I went live at night because it was easier for me to do that, to go live at night. And I had a lot of people come in at night. But what have I been doing? Well, we went to the garden. I was able to get out one day. It's just so hot. It's 92 here, but it feels like 107. I mean, really, 107. Can you imagine 107 degrees? I would tell anybody that lived in the north or in another part of the world that didn't deal with humidity. Oh, I would, Claudette. I would. I do what works for me, but at 7:30, I'm ready to get settled down. It's not like it is at the hospital. There's my Ella, and I missed Ella's auction today. But like I said, James is at home. I had a haircut appointment, and of course, the lady comes to my house. And of course, we get to talking, and she stays a little while, and we have to catch up on things. Uh, so what do y'all have planned for the rest of the week? Is it hot where y'all are, or is it cool or what? I got my giveaways that I had for last week. I got them ready to go. I had to wait until I got some bags or envelopes to put them in, because I usually reuse the envelopes of people that send me things and things that I order off the auctions. I usually use those envelopes, and I didn't have enough envelopes. But those will be going out today or tomorrow. So how did the auction go this morning, Ella and Teresa? Did y'all have a good auction? I hate that I missed them. Just working, Doc. I get it. I get that. Yeah. Slow today. Oh, okay. I was at both, and they both went good. Good. Um, well, of course, I'm getting home health, and oh, my legs are all healed up. Have no more. I don't have a wound anymore. It's all healed. She won't be coming back, but every 2 weeks now instead of every week. My nurse practitioner, my physical therapist, he comes once a week, and he switched from Tuesday to Thursday, so I'll have him tomorrow. The swelling has gone down, like, I mean, majorly in my lower extremities. I mean, my ankles are about that big around. I look like I have bird, like a chicken. You know how thin, they're heavy at the top, and then they have the little bird legs. And yeah, yeah, I feel a lot better. But man, I have just needed to get out of the house. And I had so much planned for the end of the year because I thought James and I were getting the van, like right now. So I had all these trips planned, because I'd be able to drive up in the van. Well, we're not going to be able to get the van until after the first of the year when he turns 59 and a half. And now I kind of got discouraged about not being able to travel as easily as I could if we had the van. But I mean, what's 6 months? I mean, 6 months is nothing compared to what? What are you going to compare it to? When you get my age, what is time? I mean, time time, you just realize how valuable time is when you get my age. You just realize how valuable it is. That's all. But I mean, I can wait 6 months. I'm looking forward to going to the Rod Stewart concert on the 5th of August. Y'all remember that? It's going to be so hot. But I got one of those little fans that come around your neck that, blows on you. But the way this concert is, it's in a amphitheater, outside. So at the beginning of the concert, it's going to be hot, hot, hot. And so I'm not looking forward to that, but I am looking forward to seeing Rod Stewart because he's one of my favorites. The poor old man is, bless his heart, he's 80 years old. I hope he just don't collapse right there on stage, but he probably is going to show out. I mean, most rock stars. And I hated to hear about Ozzy. I really only liked a few songs about that Ozzy sang. And our son just left yesterday morning. He was here since last Thursday, and we have a nice quality time together. Our Chloe and granddaughter Miranda will have a time off in October and come down together. Oh, that sounds wonderful. I am so glad that you and your son had a wonderful time. You need to send me some pictures, Claudette. Let me see. Hey, Nana Grace. I don't know if you noticed, but I come to your channel today. The reason I asked if you were Italian is because I watched this movie on Netflix. It's called Nana. Nana, it's about this man. It's a true story about a restaurant in New York that he hired only nanas to cook in the restaurant. I don't know if you've ever heard of it or not. And it was nanas something. And Italian grandmothers are called nanas. I didn't realize that. It was an excellent movie. I would tell anyone to go watch it. It was really so good. Hey, Pamela, how are you? Welcome in. So James has been home Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. He goes back to work tomorrow night. Oh, I know he's gorgeous. I've seen a picture of him. I haven't been home. Yes, I'm Italian. I've watched the movie. I loved it too. Yeah, it was so good. Have you ever been to that restaurant, Nona? I want to say Nana, but it's Nona. Like, Nona. Teresa, do you have Italian in you? Oh, you had never been? So James has been home the last few days, which I've gotten to go out and, do more with him at home than me being here by myself. Uh, what's coming up? The concert. See, I was really wanting our family to go on a fall trip, like a weekend together, the entire family, like Matt's family, Taylor's family, and myself and James. But I'm looking more toward just James and I going somewhere, which I think we should by ourselves, just go somewhere and stay a few days. A bit of dad's grandparents from Sicily. Oh, okay. Okay, gotcha. Welcome in, everybody. I'm glad y'all are here. I have been getting frustrated lately. And I don't know if y'all had to deal with this or not, but dealing with insurances and dealing with people on the phone. I used to do that every single day. Most of my jobs that I had to talk to people on the phone, and I had to, uh, you know, negotiate stuff and explain stuff. But here lately, I have not wanted to get on the phone with anybody and have to deal with anything because people are just so rude, and they act like they know things when they don't. And then when you get on there and question them about, hey, why is this like this? Or why are you asking for this information? Or why do I have to tell you this? Okay, for example, let me tell y'all. So James and I have this extra insurance that if I go in the hospital or something, it's sort of like Aflac. They pay so much a day and all this stuff. Okay. But the sad thing about it is they want you to do all the legwork, you know, to get all the information to send into them for them to be able to pay out. You know what I'm saying? Well, I've been in the hospital. I don't want to go and do all that legwork. And James is at work, and they were wanting all these papers from the hospital, like the day I entered, the day I left, a UBO4. Have y'all ever heard of that? A UBO4. That's the where it's an itemized copy of every day what they treated you, and what they gave you and how you were how they treated you and what they treated you with. And I said, why do y'all need to know that information? That's kind of like private information. You don't need to know that. All you need to know is the day I went in, the day I went out. I mean, that's all you need to know. In my mind, that's what I was thinking. But they were like, no, we need to look at your all that to see if we actually would pay out more on your policy than just what you were, just being in the hospital. I said, no, you won't, because the policy is just hospitalization. The days that I stay there, you're going to pay me X amount of money for each day that I'm in the hospital. And oh, okay, they were from Sicily. I got you. So James was having to go back and forth to the hospital because the hospital was saying they only had one person that was coding. Y'all know everything's a code now. Did Nez come in? Hey, Nez, how are you? Welcome in. It's so good to see you. So he would periodically. Now y'all realize I went in the hospital July the 2nd. I got out July the 6th. Here it is. What, today's the 23rd? Okay, just yesterday we got all the information that we needed to upload into their portal, I thought. And the file that we had didn't fit into their portal, so I had to send it by email. So why even have a portal if it's not going to upload all the information in a portal? That was my question to them. And I asked, why do we have to do all the legwork? Okay, suppose there was an elderly person that wasn't computer savvy, that didn't know how to do emails, that didn't know how to get their information. They have no family. And how would they get their information to the insurance company to be able to get paid? I asked that question. I mean, why? And I said, why can't you leave me out and you get the number to the hospital and you just call them up and say, hey, I'm handling a case for, me, Angie Smith, and I need her information. Will you fax it to this number? And you won't have to even involve me. Now, that's what I asked. I mean, it sounds simple to me. Just leave me out of it. And, oh no, man, we have too many clients. We can't do everybody like that. What? I mean, wait a minute. You put up this little uh video saying, "Oh, don't worry about having to pay this, and this when you're in the hospital. Take out our insurance, and all that will be covered." Like they're going to get it to you while you're in the hospital. And I said, that's false advertisement because y'all don't get the funds to us that fast. And will be done by the end of the day, Nez. What? What? Wait, everyone. Wait, hi, everyone. In the hospital, wait for heart catheterization. You're getting a heart catheterization? Supposed to be the anytime now waiting. Oh, Nez. Honey, let me pray for you real quick. Dear Lord, please be with Nez as she goes to this heart catheterization. Give her peace and protect her. Wrap your arms around her. Let her know that you love and care for her. And let everything come out fine. In Jesus' name. Oh, Nez. Honey, I had no idea. I'm so glad that you come on here and told us. I've had one of those before. When they were trying to figure out what was wrong with my heart and couldn't figure out why my heart rate was so low, right before I got my pacemaker. They thought maybe I had a blockage or something, and they went through my leg up to my heart, and I think that's pretty much what that was, a heart catheterization. You're welcome, sweetie. It did not. I was awake when they did the procedure. It did not hurt. It did not. I did not feel anything. They went. Seems like in my thigh. I'm trying to remember, and it was real. I mean, it was real easy on me. But of course, I was in shock. I was in shock that I was even at the hospital and that there was something wrong with my heart. I just was in shock because I couldn't believe it. But let us know what's happened, Nez. If everything went well, let us know about that. Okay, I will, Nez. I will. I will. Um, I didn't know that you had heart trouble, Nez. I didn't know anything was going on. You're welcome. Is this something new that just happened, or are you new, or do you have this periodically? I mean, I don't know. So anyway, back to the insurance thing. I finally got all that taken care of. James finally got all the forms that he needed for us to upload in order to send it to him. It's just crazy what you have to do. And it's like, I'm sure they have a lot to do. And I know I'm not the only person that they need to take care of at this insurance place. Was in the hospital for congestive heart failure a few years ago. Oh, okay. Why didn't I remember that? Did I know that? I may have known that. Have you been having difficulty lately? I'm being nosy. You don't have to answer that if you don't want to. But So I've been dealing with the insurance. And they just don't want. I had one lady to actually hang up on me. Hang up on me because I was asking questions. Like, why do I have to be the one to do all the legwork? Why don't y'all call and get this information? It'd be a lot easier. Do y'all not realize I just come out of the hospital and I'm trying to get my strength back and I'm trying to get better? I mean, why am I having to do that? And when I said that, she went clunk, hung the phone up. So I had to call back, go through all the, like press 1, press 4. Oh my goodness. Oh, I didn't know you then. Well, I know you now, honey, and I love you. And I hope everything turns out good. But I got all that taken care of. Oh, you're so sweet. So I got 2 new videos up. I don't know. I know some of you in this chat have went over and watched it. Hey, Michael. So if y'all get a chance, go over if you hadn't watched it. You're not late. Don't worry about it. You're not late. Go over there and check those videos out. I don't know. My electrolytes have been off. I'm trying to get my electrolytes back on track. Oh, I hope that I'm always that way. I'm not gonna not be me. I'm gonna always be me. There he is. How are you doing, Dan? Welcome in. Welcome in. I'm gonna watch your latest video sometime today. I saw it come up on my. It actually come up on my. Videos to watch. How are y'all doing? How are you doing, Michael? How are you doing, Dan? Is it hot where y'all are? It's hot here. It's 107 heat index here in Mississippi. 107. Just got back from the post office. Oh, thank you, Michael. Oh, that's good. Michael, I watched your video on, you went to Costco. I watched that video. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Michael. Lincoln's got, bless his heart, y'all. Lincoln he has been to so many doctors in his little short life and hospitals. It is just unreal. He's got, now, have y'all ever heard of a child being this young? He's going to a podiatrist today. Yeah, for some reason, at 19 years old, this little boy keeps having, I wouldn't call it an ingrown toenail. It's like his big toes, the toenail is growing in instead of out, and it gets sore and irritated. And Taylor is taking him to a podiatrist today to see if there's something that, hey, Leon, welcome in, that they can do to start making his toenails go out like they're supposed to. I'm going to start and push to get those dreaded. It's going to try and get monetized. Maybe I can get $100 a year. I thought you were already monetized. I don't know why I thought that. I thought you were already monetized. He had 5 open heart surgeries before he was. Hey, Lucinda, how are you doing? Welcome in. I haven't seen you in a while. Leon, how are you doing? So, yes, I heard of children suffering. Prayers to all children. He's only 3 away from 1K. Oh, awesome. Y'all need to go over there and make sure y'all are part of his channel. I'm doing a lot better now. I'm doing a lot better. Yes, prayer for Nez. We love Nez. She's a beautiful person. She's artistic. Uh, she's got a beautiful voice. She can draw and paint, and I mean, she's just a beautiful soul. I'm trying to get monetized in case I pass. Mom will have means to stay in her home. So you don't really make a lot if you have a small channel like me. Now I do get paid every other month or every 3 months, but it's not like you make bukus of money. You have to have like a people giving you lots of super chats, super stickers, um, a lot of videos that go viral. And man, don't get me wrong, I didn't come on YouTube to make money. That was the least of my reasons. Now I enjoy getting it when I get it. Don't misunderstand what I'm saying, but it usually goes back into my YouTube channel. And hey Lenore, how are you? Welcome in. Welcome in. Welcome in. I'm no longer at over the 1,000 mark anymore. Oh, what happened? Is it because you've been off the Oh, I gave you the reason that I started my YouTube channel. Um, oh yeah, I remember you saying that. Some people, everybody does YouTube for different reasons. Everybody has their own convictions of why they do it. It will help me travel. Going to do more travel than other types of video. Oh, that'd be nice. Thank you, Claudette, for dropping those links. Claudette is awesome. She is amazing. I love Claudette. She's my twin girl. Um, but no matter what the reason is that you do YouTube, just make sure you stay authentic and be who you are and just do you. Don't try to be somebody else. Don't try to mimic somebody else's channel. Don't be mean. There's no sense in that. Uh, oh yeah, I get that. So today we are going to have a little fun. We're going to get to know each other better. And we're not going to do all this seriousness. There's a time for seriousness and then there's time for downtime. You know what I mean? So we're going to have a little downtime today. You got to have a balance. Especially on your YouTube channel. You can't always be, um, it's like I'd hear the older people say when I was growing up, even a baby sitting at a table eating spoons full of sugar, they'll eventually get tired of that. So people will get tired if you just do the same old thing, old thing on your channel. You got to mix it up. Now, I would say if you do a channel that brings the news, that there's something new in the news every day, so it'd be a little different. But I mean, you don't want to bring the same old every day. You want to bring something fresh and new and different. People get tired of going to school and being so serious all the time. They want a little fun, you know? That's a big issue for me is balance. That's why I use a cane and a rollator. I get that. I get that. I know you're being funny, but I do understand that. We want to be there, so we need to do us. Yes. And sometimes it's a moment of getting through something. Yes. So we're going to answer some questions. Yeah, my eyesight, I'm just going to be honest with y'all. I don't know if they messed my glasses up. I don't know if something's going on with my eyes. I don't know, but I just am not seeing well lately. Even with my glasses, I have to do this. I have to do this and go to my trifocals. I mean, I shouldn't have to do that. These are brand new glasses. I don't know if they messed my prescription up. I don't know what they did. But anyway, we are going to have us a little, we're going to have us a few little questions so we can get to know each other better. All right, the first question is, which temptation do you try the hardest to resist? What is the hardest temptation for you to resist? I mean, mine's changed over the years. My at different level, different times in my life. Hey, Ellen, how are you? Welcome in. Do your thing. Yes, do your thing. That was the devotion. If y'all don't know Ellen, she does a devotion every morning. Awesome. It only lasts 2 or 3 minutes for y'all to listen to. Y'all need to go over there and listen to it. It's amazing. Lenore says sugar. Yeah, I was gonna eating pies. I think that's where mine is right now in my lifetime is sweets and food and certain food. The handicap said chocolate. I get kicked out of your comments, Angie. Always makes me smile. Oh, I get a kick out of your comments, Angie. Always makes me smile. Oh, I'm glad I can bring a smile to your face, Ellen. I love your devotions. I guess because I get up in the mornings and I have my own, I do a devotion, here at my house and I pray. For some reason, it's harder for me to stay on my routine when James is here. He and I get in these discussions and conversations, which is like a devotion because we talk about, life's events and we talk about Christianity and stuff like that. So, but as far as my routine when I'm here by myself is, I read a devotion and all that, which I really enjoy. Mine is overeating. Yeah, I get that. And I find myself eating more when I stay in the house so many days. Like if I don't get out within a certain amount of days, I find myself going in the kitchen and trying to find something to eat. Where I think if I would get out more, which y'all, I'm telling y'all, I can't take this heat. I am not joking with y'all. I cannot take it. I don't even look forward to August coming. Okay. If anybody asks, what is your worst month of the entire year? I would say August because it's our hottest month. It is just so hot. I mean, you can put as many clothes as you can on in the winter to get warm. But there's only so many clothes you can take off to get cool. You know what I'm saying? And nobody, I mean, you can go outside butt naked, but I think the law would probably come. So I don't really want the law to show up and me in a wheelchair and see all this with, you know what I'm saying? I mean, it would make a good story for the newspaper, but I mean, I don't want my children to have to live through that. I mean, I'm getting pretty brave in my older age, but I don't think I'll be doing that. You're allergic to, oh, strawberries give you hives? Oh, wow. Oh, you and your mom do? Come up north, Angie. I need to. That's me on Monday. Doug is home Mondays. He's been listening to my shows. Yesterday we were listening to you. He said, I know that voice. He's almost one of us. It's okay, Claudette. I know better than to eat them, but I'll give them to the tortoise. He loves them. Getting naked would scare the neighbors and the world. Yes. We're 88 today and getting more humid every summer. The high today is 81. Now, see, I would like that. And I don't think the Handicraft Traveler, I don't think they have humidity. I don't think that they have a lot of humidity. You know, I can't explain humidity to people that's never experienced it. I mean, I can talk about it, but until you experience humidity, you can't comprehend it. And I grew up here my entire life, and it seems like it's getting worse. Yes, we have humidity. I'm in Cali, and we're having lower heat than normal. Oh, it's only 87 here so far today, and it's after 10, and so maybe we'll stay under 100. But I don't think y'all have a lot of humidity, Ellen. I don't think y'all have humidity. Aren't you in Arizona? I've been to Arizona, and it's a dry heat, isn't it? Humidity. It was 80% in Connecticut before we left. It was like living in South Carolina. Yes. I live off a Great Lake, and they cause issues every season. Oh, yeah, it's dry where you are, Michael, I would assume. But it's like you turn your shower on and you get it like steamy. You know how you want to take a warm shower and you get it warm, but yet still when you open the shower curtain, it steams up the mirror. You know, it gets that steam. Well, you just imagine that when you open your front door and you can't get away from it. You're just standing in it everywhere you go. You're standing in that steam, that hot feeling. Like used to, you could open your bathroom door and that cool air from the outside would come in and make the steam go off the mirror and all that. Well, you don't have a door to open outside for the steam to go anywhere. And it's like you cannot even breathe. Humidity in the summer, lake effect, now snow in the humidity in summer, lake affects snow in winter. Our house gets humid as we have a swamp cooler. The humidity is worse. I can't stand when it makes your clothes stick to you. I'd be wearing muumuus if I still lived on the East Coast. Look, I'm just going to be honest with y'all. Hey, Bud Files. I'm just going to be honest with y'all. You can honestly, if you go outside and stay in it, and I'm going to tell you the worst time is between 2, 3, 4, 5 o'clock. That's the hottest part of the day. And if you go out there, you're going to sweat in places that you didn't know you could sweat. Okay, I'm just going to be completely honest. There are places on your body that you wouldn't think that you could sweat there. You can. Oh, you're in Florida? Oh, y'all been having a lot of heat there. I hope you're doing good, Bud Files. I often would just put on a bathing suit and a big shirt and shower before bed. Yeah, you have to, or you'll take 4 or 5 showers a day. I mean, you literally can get up, take a shower, and then go outside, stay not even an hour, come back in, you need another shower. Don't go back outside because you're going to need another shower. I mean, you could take up to 3 or 4 baths or showers a day with the humidity that we have here. And still wear muumuus. Hey, Sandy, how are you? Welcome in. Well, I'm glad you popped in. Oh, I love you too, CJ. You had a nice sale last night. I really enjoyed it. You had some good giveaways too, but you always do. That's my brother from another mother right there, the costume jeweler, Mr. CJ. He has live sales. He goes thrifting. He's got a great sense of humor. He is the same off camera as he is on camera. He is amazing. Love him, love him, love him. I will, CJ. You too. Girl, they are 5XL. They would be huge on you. Another, and then go through menopause and the humidity, and you may let's don't even talk about menopause because menopause is a whole new animal. I mean, oh my gosh. And it's amazing they call it men appalled. You know what I'm saying? Like men appalled. Everything that women go through, it's got something to do with a man. You know what I'm saying? No offense, men. No offense. Big enough for me and Doug to share one. Yeah. Yeah, it's good to be home. Going to be 85. We found out she is a year younger than we thought. Oh, okay. That's nice. Just got the birth certificate. That would be a nice thing to find out. Hey, I thought I was this old and I'm actually a year younger. She was afraid not having her. Yes, I can see that. Oh, y'all going on a trip? Where y'all going? I say that same thing, Angie. Okay, so let me tell y'all the story. So James and I's out. We're out in the garden. And I'm filming that garden video, and if you've watched it, you heard me say I'm getting a phone call. Let me let y'all go. So the reason I stopped filming is because when I saw the name come up on my phone, it was one of our neighbors, and it was an elderly lady, the one that James cuts her grass. And I thought, oh, she don't call me. She doesn't call me unless something is wrong. I need to answer this. So I call her back and I say, Miss Irene, is everything okay? And she said, well, I was just wondering if you had lights. Are you having trouble with your lights? And I said, no, our lights are fine. I said, James and I are out in the garden right now. What's wrong? And she said, for some reason, my lights keep going on and off, on and off. And then they come back on, and only half of my house has lights. And the other half doesn't. I don't know if I threw a breaker. I don't know what happened. But she said, I'm kind of, you know how when you get up in your, I'd say late 70s, 80s, you worry about your house burning down or, something bad happening. Well, she was worried about wiring being messed up in her house and that maybe that's why the lights was doing that and her house may need to be seen about. I said, James is here. She said, well, I didn't know if he was sleeping or not. And she's the yard that James goes up and he cuts her grass. So I said, I'll just send him up there. She said, are you sure? I said, yeah, he'll come up there and check it out. Me volunteering him to go, but he didn't mind. And he really was going to go check on her anyway. So by the time before he gets there, he sees the electrical people coming through to figure out where the problem is. So James flags him down and says, whose house are you going to? My neighbor's lights are giving her trouble. And he pointed at the house right beside her house. And he said, well, this lady's having trouble too. He said, okay, well, I'll check her out in a minute. So James goes over there, checks her breaker, all that. Come to find out, a squirrel, I have the little squirrels in my feeder that eat the bird food that I do the little short videos. A squirrel had chewed into the electrical line and cut it to where her electricity went off. And he only bit into part of it that only part of the house went out. Which she was thankful it wasn't anything, like the wires burning in her house because her son's house had burned down from that happening. And that's why she was worried. Let me get back up here. Menopause, yeah. And no, she's planning on having to leave to Canada. Oh. So, my neighborhood looks after each other. Our neighborhood is great. Um, Members has been doing videos about Mr. Flickering lights all over the world. So far, no squirrels, but it's a thing going on. Rodents are like that. So cute, but destructive. Yeah, so the light guy fixes it. He gets her lights back on and everything. James goes through and makes sure that all of her, refrigerator, all their lights, everything's working and all that. So she's thanking him. And she said, oh, I hate that you come up here. And James like, no, anytime you have a problem, you call. She's a widow. She doesn't have, her family, her son and her daughter, they live off somewhere. And we've just always taken care of her. You know what I'm saying? Like make sure her grass was cut and if anything went wrong in her house, she would call. If she needed anything, she would just call and we would go up there and check on her. And if she heard something in the middle of the night, got scared, James would go up there and check it out, whatever she needs. And Hey, Miss Meow Meow, how are you doing? I'm doing good. Watching from Scotland. You go. I wish I could visit Scotland one day. Yeah, that's true. But my new neighbors, I don't know if y'all uh heard me talk about my new neighbors on my video, my garden video. But I know them. I mean, I don't know them, but I know who they are. They're good people. I mean, we got another good group of people in that house, you know. So I don't think our neighborhood is going to be that affected by a bad neighbor. But all the neighbors here, now that we got these new neighbors, um, we know they're going to be fine. The neighbor over here, Derek, he is wonderful. The lady that lives over in the trailer, we keep an eye on her, make sure she's okay. Um, People check on us. It's good to be part of a good neighborhood. We have we have not one good neighbor. Oh my goodness. James and I have been here in this neighborhood 38 years. We've only had one bad experience with one of our neighbors. That's it. And it's back when our kids were like young toddlers. I mean, that's how long it's been. But other than that, we hadn't had a problem with neighbors at all. My old helper, I tried texting and I saw her and I told her I was texting her. She said she changed her number. Your mom's been there over 40 years? Our neighbor is awesome. He cuts our grass and shovels the snow and even picks me up when I've fallen. Yeah, that means a lot. See, Derek comes over. The guy that lives across the street, he served in the service. He was in the service. And when when James is working, he watches out for the house to make sure that nothing happens or nobody. If somebody drives up that he doesn't think supposed to drive up, he'll text me or ask me if I'm okay. Or if he sees something that he don't normally see, he'll you know walk over and check on me, or he'll call or send a text. And when I've fallen, he's come over to help James get me up off the floor. I mean, he's really good, really good. We have some good neighbors. Our one next door neighbor depends on the week. It is a wait, what? We have some good neighbors. Our one next door neighbor depends on the week. It is a I can't a climb. When I'm out walking and he's trying to get the power people just watch and other than to get their leaf blowers and clean their leaves. Oh wow. Hey Lori, how are you? Welcome in. Welcome in, my friend. How are you? What have you been doing? Oh, they went out for vacation. Hey there, Cooks and Roast. How are you, darling? You are so funny. Your channel is hilarious. You are so funny. You make me laugh so hard. It is not like we expect them to help. We knew better, as when my nephew was beating me up, almost killing me. They all watched and did not help. Did not want help. Oh, wow. If y'all hadn't checked out She Cooks and Roast, y'all, that is so funny. She dresses up like these different characters, and she cooks in this outfit or whatever costume that she chooses to be or depict or whatever. It is so funny. I love your videos. They are in my nightly lineup. Teach teacher. Oh, thank you. And honey, she can cook some good food. I'm telling you. I mean, I need to go over and eat at her house. I mean, she can cook. She has this machine, and I don't know where did you get the thing that repeats what everybody says, like whatever somebody says in the comments. If she has this little computer that reads it to her while she's cooking. I don't know what it's called. Uh, I don't know if you can just order that or speech chat. I mean, how do you get speech chat? I was so afraid as the Bible spun around. Anyway, it says, whatever somebody puts in the chat, it's web based. Okay. And say I'm in her chat and I put hello roast, she cooks and roast, or hello roast, it'll say, it's me, Angie, and it'll give what I say, and if I put a little emoji, it'll describe the emoji. It does all that. Hey Josie, how are you? Josie, we gotta talk in a few days. We got to get together and chat. We hadn't had a good conversation lately. We got to get together and talk. If y'all aren't following Josie, y'all need to. Josie's the girl. She has two channels. The other channel is Josie Cares. Of course, y'all probably already know that. But she does auctions. She sells jewelry, um, and other things sometimes. She and I do a talk show every month. Uh, the calm before the storm. This month it's on my channel, and I got to put up the thumbnail. Let me see what date it's going to be on. It's going to be on August the. Hold on. It's on Thursday nights, the second Thursday of each month. It's going to be on the 14th, August the 14th, 4 p.m. Uh, Pacific, because Josie's in California. 6 p.m. Central on my channel. And we have different topics, different things we talk about. If you want us to talk about a certain thing, just send us an email. We'll try to get it in there. The last few times we've had a subject, they have been really good. This month's going to be really good, I think. Uh, it's it's going to be kind of mm, there on the edge of people might could say something to get something started, but really, if we're all adults, we can just carry on the conversation. But go over there and check her out. I will, Josie. I am going to call you because I think we need to chat. I have some ideas and some things I've been working on. James has been off Monday, Tuesday, and today he goes back tomorrow night. He starts 7 nights. So you know how I am with his nights. I don't look forward to the nights. Hey, Michelle. How are you doing, sister? Welcome in. Oh, I feel like I'm an open book, and I feel like that I'm such a type of person that I'm so neutral, but I still do have my own beliefs and morals and standards, and I have integrity. When I say neutral, that doesn't mean that I ride the fence and don't have an opinion. Don't misunderstand what I'm saying, because I do. But I think because I can accept people for who they are and where they are in life, that I can pretty much have a conversation within my chat without somebody getting outrageously difficult. And if they do, it's because they set out to do that. But I feel like we as adults should be able to carry on a conversation without acting like a spoiled child, jumping up and down, acting silly. And I'm very thankful that my chat has always been able to do that. Let me see what everybody's saying. Oh, thank you, Josie. I want to tell you something about that, Josie. One of my neighbors cuts our grass for us when it gets too hot, and plus she works at a school and brings us salad and wing and wraps and leftover food from there, plus always checks on us when it's hot outside. See, it's nice to have someone do that. Um, so I'm gonna tell y'all this is a story. I had an experience when I lost my best friend of 10 years, and she and I used to talk every day. I so freely just picked up the phone and called her anytime, day or night, okay? Because we were so close. She did the same to me. Okay, now, ever since that friendship went the way it went, and she no longer spoke to me, and it devastated me, and I went through a hard time, I can't grasp in my mind of when somebody says, call me anytime, day or night. It brings me back to that time where I used to call her all the time, and it's like I say to myself, well, I don't want to be interrupting anybody. I don't want to, which I never thought I was interrupting anything with her because we were best friends. But when like here online, Josie says, Angie, you can call me anytime. And I know Josie means it. I know she means I can call her anytime. But I'm thinking, I don't want to do that again because I guess I don't want to get to that same result as I did with the person that I thought was my closest friend in the world. I don't want to get started like Josie says, call me. I start calling Josie, and we start talking and all that, and then all of a sudden it stops. Then I've opened that door up. And it's nothing to do with Josie. It's all me. Because CJ tells me all the time, Angie, call me. And I say, CJ, I don't want to bother you. You have such a busy schedule. You know where I am. You know I'm most likely at my house because I can't drive. I don't get out. So if you want to talk, you call me, you know. And I got to thinking about it one day. Why am I like that? Why am I not returning people's calls, or not return them, but not calling them? Like friends call each other and say, "Hey, what you doing?" Whatever. But ever since that friendship was destroyed like it was, I don't call people anymore. And I know it's because of that. Let's see. Then we have the ones that live in the back of us that insisted one year that we had rats in our yard that kept calling health department. They come and check the grounds and tell them there is no signs of rats. You never have to guess the way I feel. I call it the way it is. I appreciate that, Josie. But you can ask James. James asks me all the time, why don't you call so and so? Why don't you ever call this person? Why don't you ever call that person? Why are you always waiting for them to call you? Well, I guess because I got so hurt, that she and I talked every day, 2 or 3 times a day. I was either at her house, she was at my house. I mean, we were just like this. We went to church together, we sang in the choir together. I mean, we went on vacations together. We did everything together. And then all of a sudden it was just nothing. Nothing. We didn't call each other, we didn't speak, we didn't say anything. And I think that's why I'm like that. It's because of that experience. And I've never told anybody that. Y'all were the first people that I have said that to. I have not even told James this story. Oh, Michelle's ready to kick booty. Oh, this was years ago. Every month, when it finally health department told them the rat were are in their yard, in the wood pile in the yard, plus they have two gardens and bird feeders that attract them. Oh wow. When you get burned, from having a friend that you have been close to for over 10 years, and you think there's nothing that can I know you are, Michelle, and I appreciate you. I love you. Uh and you think there's nothing or no one that can cause you not to be friends, and then something happens and you're no longer friends. I mean, it's pretty devastating. It's pretty devastating, especially when you don't get to go up to the person and say, "Hey, what's wrong with you? Why are you not speaking to me? What did I do?" Nothing. And she has 3 daughters. Two has not seen or heard from in 30 years. Oh wow. But I know, and I don't want to be ugly to the people that says, call me. I don't want them to think that I'm just not calling them because, I don't want to talk to them, or something's wrong with them. I mean, the problem strictly lies with me, not wanting to start up a thing of me calling someone, and, you know, I don't know. I don't know if y'all know how I feel, but I know it stems from that relationship is the reason I will not pick up my phone and call people. Now I have a couple of times. Neighbors wasn't happy with those answers and still kept calling, even called the mayor's office. Now the health department just ignores their calls. They told mayor there are no signs of them. Oh my goodness. I think they're just trying to get something started, Lori. Hey, Susie Woozy, I got your gift coming to you, girl. I was just explaining at the beginning of the live, I was waiting to get some of my packages from people that I bought things from YouTube because I reused those envelopes that people send me things in. So I was waiting for some of those envelopes to mail out my free gifts that I give away. I can be sweet as honey or burn like fire. I'm just a wee bit protective of my. I understand. I've never asked anyone for help. And I think that's my problem too. It's funny because our kids used to play together when they were little. I mean, people can turn on you. This is what I have to say about that. People are fickle. Now, I don't know if that's the word that's used universally. I don't know if it's just a word that we use here in the South, the word fickle. But I always say people are so fickle. That means that they can change their mind the drop of a hat, change their attitude, change their emotions, change everything. Um, Susie, I hope you're doing well today, honey bunny. Um, I think yeah, it's nothing wrong with asking for help sometimes, Claudette. I've learned that. Uh, I guess with my personality, uh, and I don't see it as a sign of weakness asking anybody for help. I don't want anybody to think that I think that. But I feel like if I can do it myself, why do I need somebody else to do it? That was always my thought. But there is a such thing as getting tired, you know. And even when I was tired, when I was ambulatory, when I was healthier, I would still do it, you know. But it's okay to ask for help. Hugs to you, Susie girl. Yeah, that's usually the way it goes. The ones that won't ask usually are the one that's giving it out. I don't want to burden anyone, even though I know my poor sisters would do anything in the world for me. And I'll tell y'all this, I tell more on YouTube than I tell people ever because I'm really a very private person. You can even ask my oldest sister. She'll say, "We will never know anything that goes on in your life." I mean, she said, "We never know." Talk about friends. My BFF of 50 years suddenly decided to block my calls and block me on Facebook and never said why. She did it out. Last conversation ended with "I love you and I will talk tomorrow." Wow, did you ever figure out why, Lori? And I share too much here. That's my therapy. I just got in from an Amish farmers market and livestock auction and picking berries. I've been on my feet since six. Oh, girl. Sounds like fun, though. I would love to visit Amish country. I know. Why is that? Why is that? I don't think I've ever turned on one of my friends. Let me stop and think. Because I'm loyal to a fault. That's one of my that's one of my problems. I'm loyal to a fault. I mean, if you ever become my friend, I am so loyal. I don't think I've ever turned on one of my friends. Yeah, you're right, Claudette. Our pets are. No, I asked her sisters. They don't know what happened. They just said that she has issues with everything. Wow. But I can honestly say now that I think about it, which this is the first time I thought I've stopped to think about it, I had never turned on one of my good friends and stopped talking to them. But like I said, and someone told me this one time, they said, Angie, you are loyal to a fault. Oh, yeah, I can too, Michelle. I can read people like a book. And here's the thing, in my later life, now that I've learned to accept people for who they are and where they are in life, even though I see them for who they may not ever know that I see them for who they are. I just treat them accordingly. You know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes you have to love people from a distance. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes you have to accept people from a distance. It's not that you don't care what happens to them, because you do, but you're just not going to get involved in all the shenanigans that goes on. I'm a good friend. Like, I'm a good friend to all my friends. I even quit a job because the boss was harassing my friend. I was an assistant manager there. I told my boss off for picking on her and walked out. Oh wow. That is loyal. That is loyal, Lori. Yeah, too close for comfort. That's true. But I don't regret our friendship because I know I didn't do anything wrong. I know I didn't cause it. I know that I didn't do anything to her. When we finally did talk to each other after 10 years of her not speaking to me, it wasn't the same, because after you've been away from somebody 10 years, you don't look at them the same when they hurt you that bad. Your view of the type of person you thought they were, that's all gone. So I really didn't feel the same way about her. But we did talk about why she stopped speaking to me, and it was over the craziest thing. If she would have just come to me and talked to me about it, we could have probably worked it out. That's why you should never let the sun go down on your wrath, and you should always talk it over. Because if you sleep on it, and then day after day after day, you just grow further apart and further apart. Oh wow, Michael. Yeah, that's true, Michelle. You got to pick and choose your battles. I The most important thing to me this time, which y'all all know, I'm a very family oriented person. My family means the okay, it's God, my family, my country, my friends, my acquaintances. It kind of comes in that order, but I peace. Me having peace is the most important one of the most important things in my life is having peace. Yeah. Yes, I agree, Josie. Communication is the key. And when you stop communicating, and I mean this is in any relationship, husband and wife, children and parents, friends, uh, relatives, when you stop communicating, because when you stop communicating, you got to guess what the other person's thinking and doing. Well, you can't do that unless you're a mind reader. You can't know what I'm thinking. Now, you can say, "Oh, I know what you're thinking. You're thinking this, this, and this." Well, you don't know that for sure. As I get older, I'm okay with having less social interaction. I'm happy I got married and have my dogs. Yeah. See, I'm the same way. I don't have to have a big social. I mean, I love my YouTube family. Don't, in the community that I'm a part of. Don't misunderstand what I'm saying. But like here at my home, it doesn't bother me not to have a a, a tight knit girlfriends. Let's just say where I used to have, where we used to go shopping, we used to go out to eat, we used to go on trips together. I mean, I don't have to have that now. You know, I'm happy with the people that are around me. I like being with me, so I mean that's not a problem. Some people can't be alone because they don't like themselves, so they can't be by themselves. I can be by myself. Oh wow, Lori. Yeah, me too, Susie. I do too. Yes, yes, Claudette. Totally agree. Totally agree. I would be spending my time with people that didn't have anyone or just needed someone. Oh, you got to leave people where they are. Everybody can't, and a lot of people think this, and you may not agree with me on this, but it is not our place to save people from themselves. Sometimes you just got to let them go through what they're supposed to go through. Uh, you just got to let them. What if we saved them from every single thing they went through and they never had to deal with anything on their own? And when we hurt and when we fail, that's when we learn our biggest lesson. So we may be keeping them from learning a lesson that they need to learn. Exactly. Roast is putting those hearts in. Thank you, Roast. What's your first name? Do you give out your first name? I don't know if you do or not. But it's something about people not wanting to be a burden. But then you have those that, oh my gosh, they just want somebody to take care of them. You ever had that one friend that always had a problem and they didn't want to talk about what was going on with you. They only wanted to talk about what was going on with them. Have you ever had that friend that they never looked at you and said, "Hey, are you okay? How are you doing today?" They were just always calling you saying, "Girl, you won't believe what happened to me today. Can you believe that so and so did this to me?" But they never once asked you how you were doing. Have y'all ever had that kind of friend? Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, everybody has things in their life. That's what we do. I mean, to me, this whole thing of us being here on this in this world is a school. is to learn things and to get prepared for the afterlife, you know? I think it's just one big test. To take a yeah, exactly, Susie. I don't there is a lot of that kind of people on YouTube always about them. I feel like if you confront the person and tell them that they would look at you like you had two heads and they would get all upset and just get angry for that you even brought it to their attention that they're not acknowledging your feelings, you know? And I don't know, which is another sign of them only thinking of themselves. If you're ever around a person, friend or acquaintance or anybody that always uses the word I, you know, always talking about I this, I that, I that, and only are talking about themselves and never talking about anything else, you better look out for them. Yes, my friend gets mad when her doctor's appointments go well. She's looking to be ill. I told her, live in my shoes one day and you will change your mind. Exactly. Hey, GJ Threeple, how are you? I'm so glad you made it. I always judge people for myself, and sometimes people don't like that. Yeah, you know, my last two videos, and those two videos came from a conversation that James and I were having yesterday morning because when James at home, he and I have these deep conversations about our spirituality, our what's going on in the world, uh, what's going on with our children, our grandchildren. You know, we just have these deep conversations. So those two videos stem from a conversation that James and I were having yesterday morning. And we were just talking about, you know, why people were so angry. And it was sad that they were living in such anger, which they wasn't in control of anything. How can you be so angry and you're not really in control of anything? You know? But don't get me wrong. It's like I said on my video, anger is an emotion. We're all given that emotion. But we got to be angry and not use it in a harmful way, like attacking people. You know, we got to use it in a way that's productive. Oh, you're getting cherry tomatoes? That's awesome. Well, I kind of know what's happening to my broccoli. Somebody put in a comment that broccoli does not like a lot of water. That explains a lot because we have been getting rain, 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 rain. And I was so hoping that our broccoli would do well because I love broccoli. And I can fix a mean broccoli and cheese casserole. I mean, an awesome broccoli and cheese casserole. Have y'all ever had cabbage casserole? Have y'all ever had that cabbage casserole? A lot of people are afraid and hurt, which brought on anger. Yeah, which a lot of y'all, yeah, yeah, Ellen, yeah, cabbage, onion, and bacon. Yes, I love cabbage any way you cook it. I mean, I'm just a cabbage person. I love coleslaw. I love stewed cabbage. I love cabbage casserole. I mean, I love a sauerkraut on Rubens. I just am a cabbage person. I love cabbage. Not a fan of cabbage. I had cabbage rolls. Yeah, I like cabbage rolls. Yeah, Michelle said no cabbage. I love coleslaw. I do too. I have to. Now, here's the thing with me. I don't like the cabbage that is more vinegary. You know what I'm saying? And it doesn't look like it has any mayonnaise or anything in it. It just looks like they only put vinegar and salt and pepper. And I don't care for that kind of coleslaw. I want it more like, I don't know, like you have the sweet pickle relish and the onions and now I'm not talking about a lot of mayonnaise, but I'm talking about enough to make it taste good. I do like coleslaw. And I don't know if y'all ever had this. Oh yeah, stuffed cabbage is, oh, it's so good. Creamy coleslaw, yeah. What about and I know y'all either have or y'all haven't, but I love to eat slaw on a hot dog. It's called a slaw dog. And I love to eat slaw on a hot dog. I know that some of y'all are gonna think that's gross, but I really do. Yeah, the secret is buttermilk. Yes. Well, that's not bad. Only two dishes. Wait a minute. What did they say about there is a way to cook down iceberg lettuce to make just as good as cabbage? Oh wow, I had no idea. I love that too. I like coleslaw or sauerkraut on a hot dog. Yeah, it's very good. That's so strange that you say that. I love stuffed bell peppers, but I don't want to eat the pepper. I don't want to eat the pepper that the stuffing's in. And don't get me wrong, I love bell pepper, but I don't like the bell pepper when the when it's stuffed and it you put it in the oven. I don't want to eat that bell pepper. And here's the thing, I love cheese, but I don't want cheese on my burger. Do not want cheese on my hamburger at all. Don't come at me with cheese on a burger. Yeah. Yeah, that's good on a side. It is. I like tomato pie. Now I don't like to eat hominy. I do not care for hominy. No, my son loves it. My son loves it, but I can't. And he didn't start eating that till he got out of our house because it was not brought into our house. I do not like hominy. No, and I have tasted it. I do not like it. Oh, they make lettuce rolls often. Oh, okay. I don't love the pepper either. Yeah, that's the way I am. Now I'm hungry. Yeah, you knew it was gonna turn to food, Josie. Every like Josie's lives that she has on Saturday turns to food. We always go to food, talking about food, and most of the time, mine turns to food. Yeah, Oh, that's funny. I eat cheese on everything. You sound like James. James loves, which don't get me wrong, I love cheese. I just don't want it on my burger or a sandwich. Like people eat a ham and cheese sandwich. I don't want it on a sandwich. Oh my goodness. Have y'all seen this? Oh my. When I saw this, I could not believe it. Sliced mayonnaise, like cheese. Y'all, I didn't believe it. I didn't believe there was a such thing. So Duke has come out with it, Duke mayonnaise. And I looked it up and it slices of mayonnaise like cheese. Can you imagine? Who would want that thick of mayonnaise on their sandwich? I mean, just the thought of it makes me nauseated. I can slice mayonnaise. No. Yeah, our taste buds changed over the years. I used to wouldn't eat squash. I love squash. There's a lot of things I used to wouldn't eat that I eat now, and there's some things that I used to eat all the time, like potato chips. I don't even like potato chips. I don't even I don't even want them now. She makes the best peanut butter cake ever. Oh, that sounds good. I thought tomato pie was pizza when I went to Alabama and learned it was actual pie. Yeah, it is, and I've made them before, and I love a tomato pie. And I have a cousin, his wife, she can make an excellent tomato pie. Oh, you like fried green tomatoes? I love cheeseburgers. Jim likes a plain burger. Yeah. I know. Can you imagine sliced mayonnaise? Look it up. Duke's makes it. Duke's makes it. And I told James, I said, no. And he said, there is no way. I said, let me show you a picture of it. So I showed James a picture of it, and he was like, I am nauseated. I cannot believe that people would actually put a slice of mayonnaise on their sandwich. No. I love cream cheese and green olive sandwich dip for. Now, I love cream cheese and green olive. And I'll tell you something else. I love sausage balls, which I put cream cheese and green olives in the sausage balls that I make. I can only eat mayonnaise if it's mixed in a potato salad or tuna. Then you wouldn't want to even see what this looks like, Claudette. I am not making this up. When I first heard about it, I was like, no, there's no way. There's no way that somebody has made uh sliced mayonnaise. No way. And on top of that, people buy it. I've just got to where now I can eat peanut butter. I used to not even want to be around peanut butter. But here lately I've gotten to where I can eat peanut butter. Tomato pie is good, but you gotta like tomatoes. What you gotta like fresh tomatoes, like which you can only do it if it's tomatoes out of a garden. I mean, the tomatoes they have in a grocery store during the wintertime, to me, that's not a tomato. I don't even know what you call that. I mean, I won't even buy tomatoes in the wintertime because I don't even, that's a waste of money to me. Dark chocolate cake with peanut butter frosting. Oh my gosh, that sounds awesome. I've had peanut butter on a burger. I have never heard of that. Never. Oh, tomato sandwiches. Oh my gosh. When we first got our first tomatoes out of our garden, and I know if you've ever been around a garden, you can take it and smell. that it smells earthy. You know what I'm saying? Like it's you just know it come from your soul. And you slice that tomato and you put that tomato on a sandwich. It's not like the ones you buy in the grocery store, so don't even try it. If you want to try a tomato sandwich, don't do it from the ones that are in the store that are not homegrown, because you're going to say, "Ooh, I don't like tomato sandwich." It has to be a fresh tomato from a garden during the summertime to give it a fair shot to whether you like it or not. That's just an egg with a lot of chemicals added. Ew, sliced mayo. What is wrong with those? I know. And it's fat. You know, mayo is a fat. Like oil, it's just a fat. Oh, I just can't. And for Duke's to make it, because we eat Duke's mayonnaise, and I like Duke's mayonnaise in a jar, but not a slice of mayonnaise. Yeah, remember that is egg and oil. Yes. I like to substitute a little sour cream for mayo and potato and macaroni salad. Now I love macaroni salad. I love pasta salad. I try not to eat a lot of pasta because it's a carbohydrate in it. It's like sugar. And I try not, now don't get me wrong, I love pasta. Love it. Love it. I love Italian food. I love all that. But I've been trying to stay away from it because of my arthritis. I just looked up some images of sliced mayo, and it's plenty much looks like a thin slice of cheese. So I guess when you don't have a spoon handy, then that's when it may be useful. Oh, just one question now: does the sliced mayo taste like the paper wrapping that's on it, or does it actually taste like? See, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how you can really get the right taste of it when it's not spread. You know, you think of mayonnaise as a spread. This is a looks more like cheese. Yeah, I saw that. I was going to respond after in just a second, Lori. That's the cutest picture. He's a doll. What a sweetie. Can I show it, Lori? Can I show it to everybody? Mayo is oil and egg yolk with salt and a drop of lemon or vinegar. Yes. I used to work at a restaurant and we made it from starch on her crazy lady test. Look, she tried oatmeal. I think it may be oatmeal and salsa and some. And first of all, let me tell you, when it comes to oatmeal, that is a big no for me. No, 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 no. Now I'll eat grits, but I will not eat oatmeal. Now I'm gonna have to be really, really, really hungry to stay alive to eat oatmeal. Okay, I do not like the texture of oatmeal when I eat it. Okay, I do not like it at all. Oh wow. Oh okay, Lori. Look at this baby. I think that is Lori's great nephew. I think that's her great nephew, Sweetie Pie. I eat eel in Japanese restaurants. I never thought I would be a fan. I also like beef tongue. Now, here's the thing. I've never tried eel, but they do serve it in some sushis, which I don't want to try. I don't think I would like beef tongue, and I'll tell you something else I don't like, and that's beef liver. But it's supposed to be like really, really good for you. Beef liver is, but I don't think I'd like it. Yeah, he's a sweetheart. But I I don't feel like I'm a picky eater. Let's see, I can name I don't care for oatmeal. I'm not gonna tell you I'm never gonna eat it because it may come a time that I have to eat it. Uh hey Brandon, how are you? She tried that on her taste test and I it was oatmeal and salsa and something else. I'm not trying it. I'm not no. I'm trying to think of something else I don't like. Oh, I don't like boudin. I don't like a calf's liver, like beef liver, but I will eat chicken livers. I don't care for gizzards. Um, oh, you haven't driven in nine years. He sent you a car. Awesome. Yeah, that's true. Oh, Angie, how do you do so many to get to be mods with you? I'm just wondering. Oh, it's a little while. I usually do mine ever so many months, Michael. Just like they come and go. I usually switch, but mostly a lot of mine stay the same. But it depends on how often you come to my channel and how long you've been here and things like that. I don't mind you asking. Hey, Angie, how are you doing? I hope you're doing well. Oh, okay, I got you. Welcome in, Angie. That's good to hear. But let's see, I don't care for oatmeal livers. I've never tried tongue. I'm not gonna say something that I don't like. Like I tried lamb. I like it okay. I'm not gonna say I don't like some if I haven't tried it because that's not fair. You gotta at least try it in order to say you don't like it. Okay, that's my opinion. Um, unless the smell of it. Now, I mean, sometimes you can't taste something because of the smell. Oh, that's nice, Brandon. No, I've never eaten tongue before. But I think you eat liver when your what is it? Your blood count is low, or like when you're anemic. I think they want you to eat a lot of liver. I say it's worth a try. It if it's fresh. Sometimes the preparation makes a huge yeah. See, that's with anything because yeah, iron. That's right. Yeah. Well, growing up, I would try a lot of things, but since I married James, I have tried a lot more food. Just like deer. I wouldn't eat deer before I married James, and now I prefer it over a hamburger. I'd rather eat deer meat, especially it's healthier for me and my condition. Wait, oh, we're all cast iron mostly here. See, our son-in-law will not. Now, this is the weirdest thing. He will not eat regular cornbread, and I'm not talking about Jiffy. I'm talking about like homemade cornbread, but he'll eat my Mexican cornbread. Now, I can make a delicious Mexican cornbread, but he'll eat that, but he won't eat just plain cornbread. Right. Well, it has to be prepared by the right person, Michael. I used to think the same thing. You have to know how to cook deer meat. And none of my family before I met James knew how to do it. They did not know how to cook it. And that's with seafood too. James, he knows how to cook lobster, snow crab legs, shrimp, crabs. I mean, he knows how to cook all that. And that's why I tell James all the time. I jokingly tell him, I'm going to keep you around in case we have to survive off the land. I know I'll make it because James can survive. I mean, James can hunt and kill and cook and all of what we would need to eat, and we can grow what we need to eat. So I jokingly tell him, "Oh, I can't get rid of you. I gotta have you because I mean, if something happens and we gotta live off the land, I mean, you know how to do that." And he just laughs. Yeah, it can be tough, and it can have that gamey taste to it, and I do not like that. That's just like fish. Some people don't know how to cook fish to get that fishy taste out of it. You know, I don't want to eat fish where you're tasting the water, like the water that it came out of, like fishy. I wanted to be able to eat it, and if you know how to cook fish, then you it can be really good. Fried fish, baked fish, broiled, any kind will be good if you know how to cook it. I was throwing up every time. I pickled a tongue. It was good. Oh wow, I've never had that either. That can taste me back. That's funny. Living on a ranch, I cook deer meat and elk. Now I've never had elk. I'm not saying I won't try it. I just never have had it. I hadn't had the opportunity to have elk meat. But I figure if it's cooked correctly, it's probably good. Yeah, Josie was brought up on a ranch. She's telling stories on her channel, Josie Cares. She's doing these little stories, these little videos of the jobs that she had growing up. And her first job was picking apricots. Y'all need to go over there. And I think she was 8 or 9 years old. Y'all need to go over there and watch that video. It is good. I wish my husband knew how to field dress deer. Look, so James and them had one of the gynecologists in Brookhaven want to go hunting with them out there on their lease. And so they kill a deer for him. Well, they come back and they're cleaning it and dressing it and all that. Well, he watches them, you know, clean this deer and prepare it. He said, y'all do better work than some surgeons that I have known about preparing this deer. Y'all know what y'all are doing. So I'm telling y'all, James he can hunt it, unalive it, bring it home, clean it, put it up in the freezer, and cook it. He can do all that with it. So I gotta keep him around, you know? Yeah, learn how to survive. Oh, James. Oh, Claudette. That's another thing I can't eat. I can't eat salmon. Okay. James loves salmon patties or salmon croquettes or whatever you want to say. He absolutely loves. He loves just salmon. That's one fish I cannot like. I have tried it every way you fix it. I have tried it in the salmon patties. I have tried it just baked salmon. You know, I've wanted to like salmon. I want to like it. I just can't get I can't. Oh, I'm a but anything that swims, I pretty much like the things that come out of the ocean and water. I'm pretty much like that. I could eat fish every day too. I honestly could. And it's good for you. The Amish ladies told me I needed to harvest my potatoes. You know, potatoes are not hard to do, and onions. We do both of those, Susie. We do the green onions and the potatoes. I know. I James has been telling me to make a list on to do an order online so he can go pick it up. And I just, you know what? I don't want to do it because I don't want to see the prices of the stuff. Everything is just so expensive. Okay, Brandon. Thank you for dropping by. Oh, thank you, Josie. Do you know what he told our kids? And this hadn't been too long ago. He told both of our children, he said, I used to think that I was the ugliest. I didn't never think I was handsome. So I just stopped a minute and I said, what are you talking about? Do you think that I would choose somebody that wasn't handsome? I said, have you lost your mind? And he just fell out laughing. But I mean, back when I was 20, you know, I was looking for the most the best looking, most handsome guy. And I'd always said I wanted to marry somebody uh dark complected, uh brown hair, brown eyes, mustache. I mean, I had them. This is since the time I was 13 or 14. I kept saying dark complected, had a good tan, dark hair, dark eyes, mustache. I mean, I would say that over and over again. Well, I met James. It never even dawned on me for a couple of years after I married him. I was looking at him one day and I thought, wait a minute. This is the guy that I described my whole time that I was growing up, that I wanted to marry. Dark hair, dark eyes, mustache, good tan. Oh my gosh. And at the time I was dating him and you know marrying him and all that, it didn't dawn on me that that's you know what I had been saying until a couple of years later. But I did. I looked at him and I said, Have you lost your mind? Do you think I wasn't going to marry somebody that was good looking and handsome? I'm going to dig up some. I can't use an air fryer. I can't get used to it. I can't get used to an air fryer. Yes, agreed, Michelle. Agreed. And we have had our time with that. We have actually, they would say they were out, and James would drive up to get our order. He would go in what they said that they were out of and go directly down the aisle and pick it up. Then he would go up to the front and say, "We just got an to go order, and they were saying you all were out of this stuff, and there's tons of it back there." I mean, he has actually called them on it. I try to make a meal list and then just type in what I need to make the meal instead of digging around the store. So, yes, agreed. Oh, thank y'all so much. I'm gonna tell him what y'all said. I have my favorite fish is fried catfish, but a lot of people think that's a bottom feeder fish and they don't really think that's a good fish, but it has to be cut really, really thin and fried. I don't like it thick. I like it thinly fried. Uni Magic. Hey Uni, what you doing, girl? Welcome in. Susie said, I'm okay with catfish. But you gotta know how to cook it because you can cook it to where it's got that fishy taste in it, and then that turns people off. They don't want it anymore, and they think that's the way it always is gonna taste. And that's not the way it's always gonna taste. All right, people. I just looked up and we've been on here 2 hours. And I don't like to stay over 2 hours. I don't want to get into staying over 2 hours. I love you all, and y'all know that. There's nothing you can do about it. So if you don't mind, go over, give me one of these, and check out my latest 2 videos. I think that you'll really enjoy them. And I'll see y'all in chats. I love you. Bye.